I want my PTV.
You're watching PTV.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to PTV3D, the daily dose of Disney. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And you're here at Pepper Tree Villa here on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon. So far, I see.
I can't see my pumpkin. Oops.
Everyone, take a look at the pumpkin behind. We're starting to decorate for fall. So we want to have it there. Happy September. Yeah. Hey, Mike Wheeler, welcome.
Of course, Pam, and then Samantha.
Samantha, thank you.
Three favorite stalwart friends.
And one of our favorite humans too, Pam's
yes.
fam. Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
I don't know who's number 1, 2, or 3 between Samantha.
Oh my goodness, I
Pam
couldn't possibly count.
And you're all number 1.
And Cynthia is there. Yeah, I can't even count. No. There are so many. Donna. Oh my gosh. Stacy. I just can't do it. I can't do it.
I won't pick.
They're just too many.
It's like, who's your favorite child?
No. You're all part of our village. I cannot pick anyone. That's just too hard. Just too hard.
We're ready for the bird month.
Fall. It's ready.
But we're supposed to have this massive heat wave this weekend, so I'm very depressed.
Yeah.
I read it from that guy who I follow. He put an article out, and he says it's not going to be good.
It's September 1st.
KMN.
Yeah,
Kill
it's
me
just
now.
so hot coming up. It's going to be very hot. Oh, you see? Thank you, Pam. Thank you so much. It is September 1st, 115 days until Christmas.
And the start of all the bird months.
Look at this. Look at this, everyone.
Bird months.
115 days until Christmas. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe it.
And we don't have anything Christmas about. We have no fall up.
Yes, we do. We have a pumpkin.
Well, yeah, we need to get more up. I don't think I'm going to do all the kitchen this year.
Oh, well, we should.
I was going to put up the gingerbread stuff early. I don't know.
We'll figure it all out. But it's also interesting here. It is National Cherry Popover Day. Yeah, Cherry Popover Day. You know, it's there it is right there. And then it also happens to be National Euro Day. A lot of people pronounce that gyro, but it is actually hero. We got a lot of that from our neighbors we have Greek neighbors, fabulous Greek neighbors, and we absolutely love having them.
It was kind of like, if that was part of the package to get the house, I'm so happy we did, and we didn't even know it.
Hey, Anthony, thank you for joining us.
School just started yesterday, and I don't have anything ready for that.
Oh my goodness.
Are you distant learning, Pam? Is it all distant learning? Because it's a mess everywhere. I can't keep track. Some things are trying to do this, some are not, and some colleges now thought they were going to open within like a week. Now they have to get everybody off campus here in California.
Yeah.
It's just a hot mess.
So anyway, it's, like I said, National Cherry Popover Day, National Euro Day. Let's go ahead and take a look at something else that happened on this day, on September 1st, but this time in 1934. Little cartoon. Silly Symphonies were now in color. And this one was called Peculiar Penguins. And
that's right.
Yeah.
Arby's used to have Euros.
Yeah.
Oh, Candy Mom's here.
They did.
Yeah.
That's how we learned it was pronounced. Very good.
Okay. So if anybody can have any help, Arby's has their best Arby's sauce. We don't have an Arby's around us. They're kind of slowly going away. I mean, the nearest one is like almost an hour and a half to 2 hours away.
Arnie, guess what?
Guess what?
I got more swag coming.
Yes, I know.
Oh my goodness.
You.
Oh my gosh. You know, it's all about the swag.
Yeah, it's all about me. I'm actually doing another one. I've been playing with it all morning, and I'm faffing with it. I've just got to get it just right. I'm not.
That's our latest design that we have in our shop at shop.spreadshirt.com/peppertreevilla. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow is the catchphrase that we have to close out every single one of our shows. And then Doug put that on a T-shirt. So it
The
actually,
retro big boy look. You know, big boy, big boy burgers.
yeah.
But Arby's sauce. Since I love that stuff, I'm not a big, as I gotten older, I just lust after their Arby's sauce. I wonder if we could make it from scratch.
We can
I don't know
try.
if anybody has tried it that I can manipulate it for my taste, because
We can certainly try it.
they haven't. They should bottle that up. That's about, for me, the only thing that I thought Arby's was amazing was their Arby's sauce.
Oh, look, that design is making me go wild. Thank you,
Oh,
Cynthia. So glad you liked
We
it.
like that.
Yeah.
We like to hear it. It makes my, as a designer, feel really good,
Yeah.
because you know, you think you like something, and when other people do it, and since Disney can't get anything from my taste, I have to make my own merchandise.
Speaking of Disney, this picture was taken at Disneyland in Tomorrowland.
You like their honey sauce?
No, the horsey sauce.
The horsey sauce, is that the Arby's sauce?
Yeah,
Is it
no.
red?
That's the horsey sauce. It's kind of like a horseradish kind of thing.
Oh, you know what? It's okay.
It's got a good bite.
Yeah, I'm not a huge horseradish fan. I have eat it. It's like sauerkraut. Not a big fan, but I will have it and I'll put it on stuff as the accompaniment to the whatever I'm eating. But I'm not. I just don't slather on things like I could put ketchup on my ketchup. That's how much I love ketchup.
Okay, the Arby's sauce, she says that they did bottle it for a while, but they don't know. I don't know if they still do. If that's the case, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that.
God, that would be
Check
so
it out.
good.
Yeah, definitely try that.
You can
So
buy it
anyway,
from
you
them.
see there the American Dairy Association Dairy Bar. This was taken at Disneyland in the late 50s. On this day in 1958, the American Dairy Association exhibit, which was the dairy bar at Disneyland, closed. It was in Tomorrowland. If you go in, it was right next to the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea exhibit. So there was a building there that had this and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Tomorrowland really wasn't very good in the 50s. They really tried hard to fill the space. But in this case, this particular one, I can just imagine. Yeah, I went to Disneyland. I got milk.
The best time at Disneyland, Tomorrowland, was maybe 5 years. From 1967 to
I loved
73. That was the glory of Tomorrowland.
Mm.
Before the 1967 and after 1974, when
No.
I know you had loved the
I would beg to differ. I would say 1977 was a fantastic time in Tomorrowland.
Oh, yeah.
Because
And
that
then
was
after
when
that, it
Space Mountain opened in May of 1977. It was amazing.
Okay, so 67 to 77 was the glory decade. Other than that, Doug's face
about Tomorrowland.
I love Tomorrowland. I have so much Tomorrowland swag. But at Disneyland, it's so sad now.
It's so sad.
It's so sad.
It really is. It really does need more help. Anyway, let's go forward in this one. That was 1958. By the way, that area that held the dairy bar, if you go to Disneyland now, you're coming in past the Astro Orbiter, and it takes the space of the Star Traders and the queue for Star Tours, or the whole house. The whole area, that part of that, that building there on the right-hand side as you're walking into Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
That was where the dairy bar was.
And I didn't know how many lactose intolerant people were there in 1958. I didn't even know if they knew what lactose was.
Yeah.
You just got gas from eating too much dairy. It's very odd.
Well, here's another one for Disneyland.
Thank you, Pam.
1978.
And Mike.
This particular picture.
We have literally the best four. Not to say the best four people. I shouldn't say that.
Oh.
Oh, Lothar's here too. Cool. I mean,
Lothar, thank you so
Mike,
much.
Cynthia.
Lothar last night was asking Ben during the show. He said, "So are you going to Target?" In the commercial that he was made yesterday, I was laughing. He left a comment on Instagram. Posted that video on Instagram. Lothar, I'm so glad you enjoyed that because I had a good laugh with it.
We love Target so much. This
restaurant here, the Stage Door Cafe, is opened not very often. It's not every day, but usually weekends and the holiday periods. And during the summer, definitely. They sell things like fish and chips, chicken strips, and...
anything fried.
Yeah. They also do a hand-dipped...
Funnel cake, henna cake.
They do a hand-dipped corn dog there.
Fried. Fried.
Just like brown food.
Fried.
But it's delicious.
Get tons of heartburn, but hey, that's what you're at Disney's for. You do Disneyland's for. You don't care.
But it opened on this day in Frontierland in 1978. The entrance to that is right next to the Golden Horseshoe on the right-hand side. So that's the Stagecoach Cafe in 1978. In 1982, here's an interesting one.
We see his photo on Instagram. I don't know what that means. Lilfar wants to know about it.
Yeah, you see his photo on Instagram.
Oh, we see. Oh, okay.
And look at that. Timothy Rainwaters, welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Hi.
Good to have you. So what you see here is a set of 9 stamps from the country of Bhutan. On this day in 1982, they released 11 stamps depicting different scenes from the Jungle Book. This is 9 of them.
I like them.
That was the best picture I could find that showcased all the stamps. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I kind of wish we would do Disney characters on our stamps.
Well,
you know, we
let's
do
not
have
talk about the post office.
we do have interesting stamps here in America. But come on, wouldn't you just want to buy a bunch of stamps that have Disney characters on them? I know
not just dead people.
I know they've done it, but you know, oh well. 1983. On this day, the Disney Channel began airing a show called Donald Duck Presents. Of course, it's a bunch of his cartoons that Donald, quintessential Disney character. Everyone knows Donald.
Mm-hmm.
Guy wears a jacket, no pants. Mickey Mouse does not wear a jacket, but wears the pants.
Book.
Yeah, Doug has a book too.
Remember from the estate sale?
We got a book celebrating Donald's 50th anniversary. That was, but this, and on this day in 1983, the Disney Channel began airing a series called Donald Duck Presents. Then in 1984, this was a very tenuous, tricky time for the Disney company. They almost lost control. They almost got parted out, purchased up, and then just sold off in pieces. But they were able to save it. And in this case, Ray Watson was a gentleman with the Disney company. He met with Michael Eisner on this day for the first time to interview him for the CEO position of Disney. And Ray Watson was impressed. So he liked what he saw there. I'm thankful for that because Michael saved the company. Mike Wheeler loves the theme song to Donald Duck Presents.
I haven't been getting any notifications from anyone anymore. Only reason I'm here is Mike told me that.
Oh,
Pam, I'm a techie person. Google is a mess. Sometimes you need to log out and then log back in. So sign out. Sometimes that wakes up. But I can't explain why some people were just not getting notifications anymore.
I know I've been missing some notifications too for some of the channels that I subscribe to. So you're not alone.
No,
it's definitely not a unique issue thing. It's sad though.
Yeah, they're trying to want to make this behemoth, but I don't know if it's just they're so big they can't make themselves anymore. I don't know.
Let's move forward 5 years. 1989, Disneyland welcomed their 300 millionth guest. Someone named Claudine Masson. They're from France. 28 years old, and it's the first international visitor to become a milestone guest, the 300 millionth guest at Disneyland.
Wow.
So Walt Disney World, of course, has more people that come through the gates, but that's because they count not just Magic Kingdom, they count all 4 parks. So all 4 parks, you could have, somewhere between 1 and 200,000 people on property on one day, and all of a sudden you got 1 million people in a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people going through the gates. And of course, now that California Adventure's there, they count that as well. But 300 million at that point, it took 34 years to get that milestone with just 1 park. 1990, on this day, Disney's Adventures of the Gummi Bears.
I watched it.
It aired for the last time on Saturday, September 1st, 1990. And the reason why it was the last time that it aired was because they were taking it out. It was part of the Gummi Bears Winnie the Pooh Hour on ABC. But 9 days later, after this, on Monday, September 10th, they started a new show, actually a whole new block in syndication. It was called The Disney Afternoon, and the Gummi Bears was the first half hour of that 2-hour block.
What's the glories? Was it 1990?
1990.
Yep,
September
it's Disney
1990.
decade, Disney afternoon.
And there it
I found
is.
some interesting
Just
news.
found some interesting news. You guys might like someone's at Target. Can you guess who?
I don't know. There's too many of you people out there. I'm terrified. Oh, Kelly.
Hello, Kelly of the Mickey Bunch. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining.
She's good people.
Kelly's wonderful. She's just absolutely delightful. All of our people here, everyone here does.
Oh my God, you guys are all.
Everyone has just been so delightful, so kind. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. 1993. Let's move forward to this one. Spaceship Earth. On this day, Disney announced that AT&T was renewing a sponsorship. Now, they originally started sponsoring Spaceship Earth in 1982 as part of the Bell system. But then, of course, the Baby Bells were broken up in 1984. I worked for Baby Bell for a while.
Then it became the Blue Globe of
And
Death.
then they purchased that company. I worked for Pacific Bell, which was then purchased by Southwestern Bell. They merged those companies. And then Southwestern Bell bought AT&T, and then they assumed the AT&T name because, let's face it, AT&T is internationally known, much more famous brand. I remember the CEO at the time said, no, we'll just call ourselves SBC. And people said, why?
What is it?
Yeah, SBC doesn't stand for anything.
No, it was stupid.
But people said, now AT&T, that stands for something, and people around the world know about that. So anyway, that on this day they announced it, and then they continued that sponsorship until 2004. At that point, Siemens took over that sponsorship.
Siemens.
And then recently, Siemens stopped the sponsorship on the attraction.
And now Disney has all control over it.
So now, yeah, they have control over what they can do with that attraction, which is why they were going to remodel it, but that's not happening right now. So,
No.
But kind of on hold. We'll see what happens with that. That was 1993. Let's move forward to 1995 on this day. I'd mentioned the Disney Afternoon on this day. This was the last day, September 1st, 1995, that the show Darkwing Duck aired in syndication as part of the Disney Afternoon. Then in 96, the following year, Captain EO closed Tokyo Disneyland. It ran there for 10 years, 1986 to 1996.
Michael Jackson's huge in Japan.
Yeah.
Huge.
But Captain EO was closing all over the place because it was being replaced by the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience attraction.
Mm-hmm.
They did that. They called it Micro Adventure in Japan. And then they replaced it at the Magic Eye Theater in Disneyland. That opened at the New Tomorrowland in 1998. But I've skipped ahead a year here. But 1997 is the next year I want to mention. Now, are any of you familiar with this particular picture, this parade? This is Main Street at Disneyland. If you've been to Disneyland, you want to make it bigger? Okay, I'll make it bigger so that you can really see it. Let's drag this out and make it big. There you go. Does that look familiar to anyone? This was from a show in the summer of 1997 at Disneyland. It replaced the Main Street Electrical Parade. It was called Light Magic. And unfortunately, most people ended up calling it Light Tragic. It was not a very good show, especially as a replacement of the Electrical Parade. And after it played that one summer at Disneyland, they took it away at the end of the season and said, it's going to be back. It will be back for after retooling, and it'll be back next year. And it never came back. They liked to pretend that it never happened.
It was bad. And if you look at Disneyland history and just the Disneyland Resort, there's two things that people think it's an urban legend or they want to go back in time to experience. And that is Superstar Limo at DCA. Very short-lived and it is the worst attraction of all Disney mankind.
Yeah.
And this is considered also the worst entertainment that Disney has ever done is Light Tragic. And we got to experience them both. And they are dreadful, dreadful, dreadful as much as we could talk about.
The rumors are true. The words are true. What people say.
It's not an urban legend. It was that bad. If you can go back in time, definitely see it. And I don't know if there's not much...
Mike Wheeler. Nope, not big enough, still can't see it. Mike, I love it. You've got such a wicked sense of
Yeah,
humor.
you do.
Love it.
Make us feel like 3 apples high.
So anyway, Light Magic ended its run on this day in 1997. It had debuted last May to less than lackluster reviews.
Again, goodbye, good riddance.
Also on this day in 1997, let's go to Florida for this one. And this was the Magic Kingdom. On this day, Walt Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room. Yeah, it closed. It closed at the Magic Kingdom. I could not believe when I heard that they were doing this. They changed it, and it opened the following April as the Enchanted Tiki Room under new management.
It was horrible.
That was an awful show.
That was awful.
So fortunately, I don't know. A fire caused a lot of damage. They took everything out. They restored the original show. I'm glad that they still have the original show. Even if it is shortened, it's still the original Enchanted Tiki Room. So I'm glad about that. 2000. 20 years ago today. Yeah.
Wow.
We got to enjoy Captain EO when they discontinued Honey, I Shrunk the Audience at Epcot.
Yeah, they did bring it back after his passing.
After his passing, they brought back Captain EO. Very good point, Timothy.
And we walked out of it. We saw it at Disneyland, and we walked out of it. And we're like, okay, first of all, we're old. But we didn't realize when we looked at each other, it was for its time. But I did not like it. I didn't care for it the second time around. And we're like, wow, that was cheesy and dated. It wasn't bad. It just knows that you evolved. And when they brought it back, we're like, it was cool when it was. But as you got older, we're just getting very old and crusty.
Definitely. Definitely.
Where are you? Is he talking about Mike? I feel like
yeah, she's talking about Mike. Bro, you are so awesome. I love you. LOL.
LOL, heart.
Absolutely.
Blow kisses, go blow kisses.
20 years ago today, an attraction opened at Tokyo Disneyland that I would still, to this love to experience. And that particular attraction is Pooh's Honey Hunt. It's trackless design. You go on. It's supposed to be an absolutely amazing attraction. I've never even seen videos of it. I try to avoid watching videos like that because I don't want to destroy the experience of the magic experiencing it for the first time. But in this case, Pooh's Honey Hunt opened 20 years ago in 2000. And then a sad one closed on this day. That was in 2001. This is River Country. River Country closed on this day in 2001. Of course, by that time,
it was already...
They had two other water parks already open. That was Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach.
And they had also Animal Kingdom. So it was so redundant and so not necessary.
Yeah.
Plus the infrastructure was severely aging too.
It was aging. They also had a natural body of water that they had as the main pool for people to go in, and it turned out that was not such a good thing. So they try and keep the water that guests are going into as chlorinated to avoid any...
It wasn't sanitary.
Foreign things. It wasn't very sanitary, yeah. Had a sand bottom too that people said was fun, but...
Health and restrictions and people's attitude, it would never happen. But I said, it wasn't going to happen. That was in 2001. So
yeah, 19 years ago today. And then in 2009, this is a picture of Fantasmic, but it's Fantasmic at Disneyland. If you're a fan of Fantasmic, you have to experience it at Disneyland. This dragon comes out at the end. This is a huge prop. You can see how big it is. Look at the light trees that are next to it. It really does stand that tall. It does breathe fire and smoke. It's the
largest audio animatronic I think they did.
It's one of the largest, yeah, along with the Disco Yeti that doesn't work. It works, but they don't turn it on because of the structural damage that it causes. But the dragon's name is not Maleficent. Everyone calls it Murphy, and that's because it's part of Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, it does. Everything went wrong with this dragon. It was an absolute disaster when at first. They tried doing it first thing in the summer of 2009. They couldn't get it to work. It took them all summer long to get it right. And even now, technically, it still malfunctions occasionally.
Very occasionally. They got the kinks out of it. Sometimes it freaks out and kind of locks up. But It's very, very impressive. It works more than it doesn't. And when you get to see Disneyland Fantasmic, see it, Mike. When you get to see it, it's amazing. Being nasty.
You are being nasty. And then last
You
year,
beat me with a wet noodle tonight.
she has seen it on live streams. Would love to go to Disneyland, and it's one of the reasons. Pam,
When you're there,
when
we'll
you're
be
there, we'll be sitting at your side. We will definitely be there. We can't wait for that to happen. Oh my gosh, that would be absolutely amazing to experience Disneyland with you.
But first, again, we need to have it open first.
Yeah.
And bring back our economy so none of us are poor.
Yeah. So, with that in mind, let me show you this little thing here. That's Life with Ben on Thursdays, only on PTV. Ben will be doing another video. He does most videos on Thursdays. I think in the last year and a half or so, he has done it. He's missed that week once. And that was because he took the time off. He was actually on vacation from his job at that time. He says, you know what? I want a break. So we gave him that week off. And
No, I wouldn't.
And we did a video of French onion chicken, how to make French onion chicken. So we posted that video in its place. Yeah, Pam, definitely. Yes. I need money to go.
Yeah.
So do we.
I need money to go.
So do we.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, that's Life with Ben on Thursdays. He's got another episode coming this Thursday morning. So make sure that if you haven't yet done so, subscribe to our channel and ring that bell so you know you can get a notification. Pam, try unchecking the bell and then rechecking it so you get the notification. That might help the situation. Sometimes it just forgets that your bell is rung.
Yeah, it just wipes itself out. It just goes in and says, okay, even though you had these all, you have to go in and redo it again.
Yeah.
We've heard horror stories, so we're not the only ones. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So thank you so much, everyone.
And tomorrow will be our last one for right now because of this was our week that I was dealing with stuff.
Tomorrow's the last one. But one more thing I want to show you here. This is Ben's most recent episode of Life with Ben. It hasn't had as many views as the other episodes. I don't know why. Some people may have not gotten their notification for it, but it is called Walker Apples and a Smoking Landscape. Go check it out. Ben went with us to go as we needed apples for our apple pie jam. So he went with us. So make sure you go check it out. That's Life with Ben, episode 64. He's done a lot of episodes. Okay. So yeah.
Pam wasn't getting notified with it because she wasn't.
She was not used to get emails, which is they don't send out anymore. Yeah, you know what? I've noticed they stopped sending the emails.
They did put out that press release saying we're not emailing. We're done with emails. Yeah. Because they just said people are just getting bombarded with emails.
Yeah, if you want to know if a channel goes live, you have to make sure you ring that bell and you get a notification.
They want notifications on so your computer dings and your phone buzzes, but it's not in an email. Yeah,
it's true. They don't send out those emails anymore. Mike is right. Pam, that's true. That's true.
It's just data. They want you. They want notifications. They want people. The reason why they want notifications turned on so they can start tracking you because they could use the data through the transmission. That's what I'm zooming. That's what I'm hypothesizing.
Yeah, she has to use the browser. That's right.
I'm like, because I don't have the YouTube app downloaded.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that. So
we all have it's. They don't make it easy for everybody. Trust me.
Yeah, they don't. But you know what? If you get that, ring that bell. You'll want to make sure that you do, so you do get notifications. Now, we will be back tomorrow with another episode of the Daily Dose of Disney. It is the last one that we have for a few weeks. We'll be back at the end of the month. But yes, tomorrow, September 2nd, let your friends know, let the other villagers know that this will be our last stream for a few weeks for the Daily Dose. We've had fun with it, coming back and doing this daily show, because I'll tell you...
It's a lot of work, though.
It's a lot of work, but I have missed spending this time with you all. I just absolutely love spending time with my village. Thank you, everyone.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, It's so nice.
Not everybody can be on also on our little nighttime
Bye,
thing.
Anthony. Thank you so much for joining today, everyone.
Okay.
Don't forget, we are the heart of YouTube. That's
Yeah,
what
we kleptoed that from Hallmark. So.
Hallmark Channel. Yeah, they're the heart. They're the heart of TV. We're the heart of YouTube.
Yeah.
So we like Hallmark so much. So
Yeah, because I don't have to sit.
I don't have to sit and delete hundreds of emails.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If it's a good
It's
thing
true.
or a bad thing, who knows?
And Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank
you for
you.
being here, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this edition of the Daily Dose of Disney. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
You've been watching Pepper Tree Villas, the Daily Dose of Disney, PTV3D. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition. Same time, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. We will see you then, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.